All right, let's see if we have any connection issues today in a little bit of time. Sometimes uh, it's been a struggle. I get sick of complaining to Cox Communications. I really wish that we could get AT&T at our office, but for some reason our office building forbids us from getting AT&T. So I think we're good to go. Hello, everybody. Ryan here with Planet Cheapskate, doing our weekly rate update going into the weekend, so you will know what the going rates are going into the weekend. Now, these are my rates that I'm able to get. I get these rates by making 50 of the most competitive banks, credit unions, lenders compete all across the United States to give you the lowest rate. So, what I normally do is I just send some feelers out. I do just kind of an average property, 250,000, average credit score, about 700. And what we do is we make them compete to see what the go APR calculation that you can add to it. That's usually a good rule of thumb of what the fees are going to be look like. One thing I'll say about APR on a mortgage is, a lot of times when you go to a bank, credit union, and they're going up against a broker, they'll use that APR to kind of scare you, like, oh, they have more leniency on what they have to disclose on their APR, and so it'll always almost look like a bank or a credit union is going to have a lower APR, and that credit union versus a broker. Here's the deal: APR is only really important for that first year. Mortgages, we can't backload any fees. All your fees, everything like that, all your closing fees, all that stuff is going to be on the front of your loan. You're going to get that the first year. After that, it's strictly your interest rate. So don't get a savvy banker, someone who works for credit union, steer you that way to use them over the APR. The best thing is to make sure you have a low mortgage insurance rate and a low home loan rate. A lot of people don't realize this, but your mortgage insurance can be just as important as your home loan rate. You have to shop around for that too. That's why it's even more important to go with a broker. A broker can go from lender to lender and find the ones that have the lowest mortgage interest rate. So, kind of my spiel there. Also, wanted to talk about this. I have a new video out with a real estate investor. He has over 20 years experience negotiating deals, finding properties out there. He reveals a few of his secrets that he uses to negotiate properties, to find properties. Check that out. It's with Jamel Gibbs. And if you haven't yet, check that out. Awesome that he was able to spend some time with us. I'm working on a new video I'm going to be releasing Thursday, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to cover how I'm able to do very fast closings. I've been doing closings 22 days or less. With a lot of times when people choose that, if people are really strong and they want the lowest rate, I can't necessarily always do that because some of my fastest lenders don't necessarily have the best rates. But it's kind of a thing. It's like you can't have the best of both worlds. You can't have a super low rate and then a super fast closing. It's like you're gonna have to kind of balance. So there's that. 500 subscribers. That's awesome. Tune in next week. I'm going to probably be doing a drawing. I'm going to be giving away 5 Amazon gift cards. So if you have not subscribed yet, join this community. We are halfway to the 1,000, and I'm going to be giving away these $100 gift cards every 100 subscribers. It seems like we just gave one away, but here's the thing. We're still having trouble getting a hold of our subscribers. I reached out to Mariana 11111, didn't get any response, any reply. So we're giving away 5. Okay. Next week, we're giving away 5 Amazon gift cards. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. All the subscribers who are active when I draw next Friday will be entered to win, and I'll draw it live. Hopefully this time we can find somebody. We may be giving away $1,000 when we get to 1,000 subscribers. If we can't find these people, they're not, coming back and tuning into this rate update, because that's what you got to do to win. So, without further ado, let's get right to these rates. I know you guys want to know about these rates. They did tick up just a little bit. Conventional is at 4.25 with an APR of 4.491. FHA is at 3.625 with an APR of 4.615. VA is at 3.625 with a APR of 3.810, and USDA is at 3.625 with a APR of 4.059. So it looks like the government loans, when I say government loans, I mean FHA, VA, USDA, they ticked up about 1/8%. Conventional ticked up a whole quarter. So that's that. We are in a rising rate environment, guys. However, if you've seen the thumbnail, do not get the Fed rate mixed up with the home loan rate. Two different things. It's like comparing apples and oranges, just like the thumbnail. However, the Fed rate does have a little bit of impact on the mortgage rates. And let me explain. The Fed rate is the rate at which banks and other lending institutions can borrow money from each other. So the Federal Reserve lends money to banks to reinvest in the community, do things like that. And that is the rate at which those banks can borrow from the Federal Reserves in the different districts. The mortgage home loan rate is the rate at which lenders lend that money out to get a interest rate return for their investors. A lot of times they package these up and they sell them to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, which are the quasi-government entities we talk about on some of our educational videos. And so anytime you borrow money of any sort, it's going to be higher than that Fed rate. The Fed rate is super, super low because it's a very, very safe transaction. But just wanted to kind of clarify that because you've probably seen it on the thumbnail. And you're going to hear a lot of, savvy loan officers and realtors out there. They will play off your fears and get you all in a frenzy about the Fed rate. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Choose your property wisely. Relatively speaking, rates are super low historically. Still, I mean, when I first got my first house, I think I was in the 5 or 6%. So getting into the 3-4%, not too bad at all. So don't let anybody spook you, get you into a frenzy. That's going to get you burnt out to where you just give up. Owning a home is always going to be better than renting, regardless. So don't give up. Stay strong. I'm seeing some of my borrowers, on average, they're having to put in 12 offers before they get one accepted. I just got one accepted tonight that I have to put in, and I'm super, super stoked because he's been looking and we got it. So that's awesome. I'm going to be releasing another video on some things if you are a government borrower like a VA, an FHA, a USDA borrower, things that you can do to kind of sweeten your deal up. So be looking for that. It's probably going to come in 2 weeks. Other than that, I think that's it. So I won't keep you any longer. Hope everybody has a happy and safe weekend, and I will see you next week.